The game of tennis is failing. Even while athletes like Rafael Nadal, Naomi Osaka, and Roger Federer typically top the charts and earn millions of dollars annually, those who find it difficult to meet the game's demands are forced to take up second jobs just to survive. Even the highest paid tennis players receive significantly larger income from sponsorship deals than playing on the court. This situation is a far cry from that of their basketball or baseball counterparts, who earn up to $509 million in salaries, only compared to the $57 million earned as prize money by the top 15 tennis earners in 2022. From the comparably low prize money attached to victories, to the limited sponsorship opportunities for lower-ranking competitors and the costly tour expenditures, this popular sport is sadly losing its athletes. Welcome to Tennis Flicks, a channel dedicated to the latest and greatest in the tennis world. You will be captivated by today's amazing video about the broken business of professional tennis. Tennis is failing heavily. According to fan participation and search trends, tennis is the fourth most popular sport worldwide and the most popular non-team sport in the globe. Approximately 87 million individuals worldwide, or 1.17% of the world's population, play tennis as of 2019. Among those players, 47% are female and the remainder are male. The game has amassed over 1 billion fans globally due to its enjoyable, entertaining, and highly competitive nature. As a business, however, the sport is failing heavily, falling behind hockey and golf in global media rights value. In a highly televised age, where most matches are streamed or watched, tennis only receives 1.3% of the broadcasting rights. Its professional athletes are left to fend for themselves, oscillating between court performances and off-court appearances in a bid to secure endorsements and sponsorship deals for survival. Financial fallings of players. Individual sports like tennis offer prize money to their players based on an extremely poor ranking and performance rating system, in contrast to other sports like basketball and football that pay their professional athletes sign-on bonuses and an agreed salary annually simply for being on the team. A summary of the prize money that will be awarded to the winner, runner-up, and semi-finalists is published by the organization prior to the beginning of each tennis tournament. A professional tennis player who participated in the first round of the 2020 Australian Open earned $60,239. However, if he or she makes it to the finals and becomes the champion, the prize money was to be a staggering $2,757,624. In 2018, No Rubin, a professional tennis athlete, participated in 2 Grand Slam tournaments after ranking world number 125 on the ATP's list. He had earned almost $225,000 by the end of the season, but he had only taken home $15,000. A professional player who leaves a tournament in the quarterfinals receives $4,380, while the winner of the tournament receives $21,600. It further emphasizes the dip golf that exists within the upper and lower ranks and is proof that the prize money system for tennis favors top-ranking athletes more than they do the others. Female players on the WTA have a worse fate as they earn lower prize money compared to their male counterparts on the ATP. Several female athletes in the top 300, including Jamie Loeb, had to look for part-time sales jobs in order to live during the pandemic. A number of tennis players, including Sofia Shapatova, ranked 371st in the world, signed petitions to the International Tennis Federation asking for help for athletes ranked lower than 250, warning that players ranking below 250, which sooner than later be unable to buy food for themselves to eat. Even with a valuation of nearly $2 billion, the tennis industry can only afford to pay approximately 100 of its best players. In 2019, tennis players received just 17.5% in prize money out of the total revenue generated from the larger tournaments combined. Even more sad reality is that lower-ranking athletes have even less opportunity to obtain significant sponsorship deals to increase their income. This is due to the fact that these famous companies and organizations seek out professional athletes who have greater social media presence and engagement in order to effectively advertise their products. Popular companies such as Adidas and Nike often choose their athletes from the top 30 professional tennis players, rarely going beyond the top 60. It also makes sense that some of these professional athletes give up on their sport after making unsuccessful attempts to make ends meet. From the outside, it's easier to say that he is not good enough for the game, but the harsh reality is that tennis is hard on players who are unable to break into the top 100. To get better, most athletes would require a full team complete with a coach and physiotherapist. These professionals would also need to be paid. A lot of these athletes struggle with depression and anxiety, which makes some of them give up on their favorite sport. The pie. As one tennis player aptly put it, there's so much money in tennis, the pie is huge, the piece we're getting is tiny. Increasing the player's share of the pie may result in greater revenue being directed to lower level events. Let's take the ITF Tour for both genders as an example, where the prize money in 2022 ranged from $50 for the first round of qualifying at a W25 event to $15,239 for the victor at the W100 tournament. Tennis player No Rubin's warning. Tennis player No Rubin warns that if you're playing tennis to make a living, you're playing the wrong sport after coming to the unpleasant realization that after 7 years of playing the game professionally. Perhaps it's the fact that tennis is played individually. On the other hand, the game borders on capitalism, favoring a select few and leaving the rest to sort their own fate with its competitive yearly activities organized by 7 independent groups, including the 4 Grand Slam tournaments, the Women Tennis Association, WTA, the Association of Tennis Professionals, ATP, and the International Tennis Federation, ITF. Professional tennis players spend a normal year training for tournaments and traveling across the world to compete in them. The sport demands so much from these players, giving little in return, which is why world #1 tennis athlete Novak Djokovic, along with pro tennis player Vasek Pospisil, co-founded the Professional Tennis Players Association, TPR. The TPR's newly created commercial arm, Winners Alliance, hand in hand with the organization, proposes to establish a group purchasing program for tennis players' basic needs while on the tour. This offers hope and promises a revolution in the game of tennis, along with their ambitions to develop new revenue streams and negotiate amazing deals on behalf of the players. Finally, this does not imply that all tennis players are having financial difficulties, too. Indeed, athletes like Serena Williams, Roger Federer, and Novak Djokovic have amassed large fortune. For instance, Djokovic and Nadal each surpassed $130 million in career earnings, and Serena Williams nearing $95 million at her retirement last year. Rising stars like Carlos Alcaraz and Iga Swiatek, the year-end top-ranked players in the ATP and WTA, each earned around $10 million in prize money in the previous season. Also, 97 players, 58 men and 39 women made over $1 million in on-court earnings in the 2022 season. The prize money for each tennis tournament is tier-based and varies greatly depending on the tier of the event. Today's video has come to an end. We looked at the reason for the downfall of tennis and how it happened. We sincerely hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into the world of the well-known game, tennis. For more intriguing content, don't forget to comment on your favorite part of our video and why, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Until then, we look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have a video idea for our channel, please comment and our team will respond immediately. Game, set, match.